Dear friends, thanks for watching this message on this Sunday morning. I do hope that you're well and staying warm inside. We so dearly wished to gather this morning in person and to begin Advent together. But your safety is our highest priority. And due to this chance of high winds blowing this newly fallen snow, well, you could spend the morning with Jamie and I instead. It is appropriate then that our sermon this morning is titled Disrupted by Hope. Advent brings with it an air of expectation, an air of new changes that we know are coming, to which we're preparing, that we get so hopeful of being together, starting the season on the right foot, and then we get snowed in. We get our plans changed. We get disrupted. We think our weekend is going to go one way, and then it goes another. We think our life is going to go one way, and then it goes another. Well, have I got scriptures for you for this? Our first is from Isaiah 2, 1 through 5. In the days to come, the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established as the highest of the mountains, shall be raised above the hills. All the nations shall stream to it. Many peoples will come and say, Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, that he may teach us his ways, that we may walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth instruction, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. He shall judge between the nations, and shall arbitrate from many peoples. They shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more. O house of Jacob, come, let us walk in the light of the Lord. And now from Matthew 24, 36 through 44. But about that day and hour no one knows, neither the angels of heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. For as the days of Noah were, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. For as in the days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day Noah entered the ark. And they knew nothing until the flood came and swept them all away. So too will be the coming of the Son of Man. Then 2 will be in the field, 1 will be taken, one will be left. Two women will be grinding meal together, 1 taken, 1 left. Keep awake, therefore. Keep awake, therefore, for you do not know on what day your Lord is coming. But understand this, if the owner of the house had known in what part of the night the thief was coming, he would have stayed awake, and would not have let his house be broken into. Therefore you must also be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. We think our weekend is going to go one way, and then it goes another. We think our life is going to go one way, and then it goes another. God's disruptions, again, come in many forms. They come in many forms. Advent is coming, my friends. It is coming. It's coming fast. Maybe faster than we were quite ready for it, but it's here nonetheless. We never know what God is doing right in front of us, right in front of our eyes. God is preparing light in front of us to happen, but we have to be ready. So life keeps on going. Sometimes it can seem like it's business as usual. We get into our routines, we scroll on our phones, we refresh the news, we run our errands, answer emails, fold the laundry. We keep on going in our lives. But in the middle of that, Jesus begins talking about people being taken or left, about a thief in the night, about having to stay awake. People have used these words before as a threat about how we need to be scared of what might happen. how it says how people might say you better be good or God will snatch people away and abandon the rest. But Advent isn't about scaring us into faith. It's about waking us up into hope. What if, therefore, this isn't about God taking people away or kidnapping people, but about disruptive arrival of God's healing justice, but arriving in a world that thinks violence and despair are the only options? What if the thief in the night isn't God sneaking in to hurt us, but God sneaking in to steal away our hopelessness, our numbness, our resignation? What if the disruption is actually grace? Isaiah looks at a world, a very real world, full of war, fear, violence, and power struggles. In the middle of that, he says, that's not all there is. God's future is different than our present. Isaiah paints a world where weapons become tools for growing food, where training for war is replaced by learning how to cultivate life. It's not a minor tweak. That's a holy disruption. My friends, Advent is coming, and so too is hope. So too is hope. Hope interrupts, disrupts, whispers. It comes into our lives and says, this is not the end. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. God is not waiting for you to be perfectly prepared for Advent. God isn't waiting for the world to be all peaceful, for the church to have its act together. God comes into our unpreparedness. God shows up in the chaos. God slips into the world as a vulnerable baby in a small town to show us that there is no place too ordinary, too messy, or too broken for God's presence. So if you feel a little bit scattered this morning, if you feel a little bit snowed in, a little bit disqualified from being ready for Advent, you're who Advent is coming for. Hope is coming to disrupt your despair. Peace is coming to disrupt your anxiety. Joy is coming to disrupt your sadness. Love is coming to disrupt your loneliness. And Christ is coming to disrupt the lie that nothing can ever change. So here is an invitation for you all this morning. Let yourself be disrupted by hope. When you find yourself slipping into nothing will ever get better, whisper to yourself, God, show me the future. When the news makes you numb, say, ask, plead, God, keep my heart open and show me how to love. When you feel small in the face of big problems, pray, God, help me to walk in your light, one step at a time. You don't have to fix the world. That's God's work. But you're invited to walk in the direction of God's dream, to let your life become one small yes to that vision, where swords become plowshares, where fear gives way to peace, where despair yields to a stubborn, disruptive hope. Thank you. Love you all.